Should we start, Anisha?
Okay. Can the participants just be pinned to the screen, please? Okay. One sec. Okay, great. All right. Um, just a sec.
Um, I think Subiksha left the. Okay, she's there. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
What time will the quiz start?
It'll start in another 2 minutes.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I am Anisha Shrikant. I am the president of the Xavier Zoology Association and also your quiz master today. Um, Welcome, everyone, to the finals of the online Olive Riddle-Me competition. I hope you all can hear me clearly. Awesome.
Yes.
Can all of you see the screen clearly? That's been presented?
Yes.
Perfect. Awesome. Okay, again, congratulations to all of you for making it to the finals. So, before we start, because we're going to be really quick about all of this. So, before we start, I'll just give you all the basic instructions about the rounds. And as we get into each round, I'll get into more details about how the round is going to go. So, just enjoy throughout because this entire competition is just about learning. So, this quiz is basically going to have 5 rounds. The first round is going to be MCQs. The second round is going to be rapid fire. The third round is going to be audio. The fourth round is going to be visual. And the fifth round is called the specialized round. And we will get into it as we go ahead. So, first off, I just want all of you all to test the raising hands option so we know that all of you all are not facing any issues with raising hands. Perfect. Okay. All right. Um, okay. So let us make one thing clear as well. No access to phones or any other devices, of course, because this is a quiz. And we hope that all of you all will be honest and will have fun throughout this entire event. All right then. All of you all have been assigned a volunteer to take down your scores, so you can be rest assured that your scores are being calculated properly throughout each round. Um, Also, you all have been randomly assigned participation codes as P1, P2, P3, and P4, and that is the order in which the questions are going to be rotated amongst all 4 of you. So I will just say it out loud to all of you, so you all know your order. Um, I would actually ask our events head to assign these codes to all the 4 of the participants.
Okay. Hi, guys. So, you all have been numbered randomly, so there's no partiality here. P1 will be Shubham. Please send a thumbs up if you're like, you'll know. Can you hear me? Okay, great. P1 is Shubham. Shri Dhanvi. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Okay. P3 is Subiksha. And P4 is Adarsh. Okay. I'll repeat. P1 is Shubham. P2 is Shri Dhanvi. P3 is Subiksha. P4 Adarsh. Okay. Great.
Okay. All right then. So before we get started, I'll just acknowledge all the XZA members who are present here right now. We have Simran, our events head. We have Nandini, our HOM right now. All our events volunteers, and we have Prakash, our creatives head, subhead over here right now, who contributed to making the PPT, which all are seeing right now. So yeah, before we get into it, just wanted to acknowledge all the people in this Google Meet. All right, I hope you are all comfortable right now, so we can begin.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. Great. So let us start with round one MCQs. So this round is going to have, so each person is going to get a total of 4 questions. It's going to go round wise. So P1, P2, P3, P4, and so on. So total you will be answering 4 questions overall in this round. And each question bears 2.5 marks. So you all have a chance to score a total of 10 points in this round. All right. Y'all have a total of 15 seconds to answer a question. We have Simran here who will be keeping the time. If y'all are not able to answer the question within 15 seconds, the question is passed, as in it's not passed to somebody else. It's a non-transferable round. I'll just say the answer and we move on to the next person for the next question. Fair enough? Everyone comfortable with the rules? Perfect. Okay. So, our first question is for P1. Which of these is nocturnal? A. Hangul, B. Frogmouth, C. Dragonfly, and D. Black bear. Your time starts now.
Yeah, uh, I will say Hangul is nocturnal. A.
All right. Your answer is A. Let's see the answer, please. The answer is Frogmouth. Look it up. It's a really strange looking owl. Cute in a certain way, but yeah, very strange. Going ahead, let's go to participant P2. The next question, talking about nocturnal, what is a group of owls called? A convocation, B, congregation, C, parliament, D, settlement. Your time starts now.
I would like to go for a convocation.
The answer is fixed, convocation.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
I'm sorry.
Spider-Man, I guess.
Yeah, the answer is, sorry, C, parliament. It's a parliament of owls. Moving on to the third participant, P3, for the third question. Identify the species genetically affected by the Industrial Revolution. The time starts now. Checkered moth, peppered moth, common baron, laurel sphinx.
Lawrence Spinks.
Is that your final answer? Okay. Sorry, the answer is peppered moth. It faced something called the industrial melanism. It's a really cool event. Everybody knows.
Genetical? It was not genetical, right? It was selection. Yeah.
Yeah, but it did get affected by, in the sense, the Hardy Weinberg device. So,
Yeah.
all right. The next question goes to participant P4. What organ is called the graveyard of RBCs? A. Kidney, B. Ischium, C. Spleen, D. Bone marrow. The time starts now.
D bone marrow.
All right. The answer is C. Spleen. Bone marrow is where RBCs are made, not the graveyard. All right then. So now that you all have gotten the hang of it, we come back to participant P1 for our
Yeah.
next question. Identify the organism that causes this disease on your screen. A. Wuchereria filiae, B. Loa loa, C. Wuchereria bancrofti, D. Giardia.
This disease, I guess, is elephantis and it is caused by A. Wuchereria filiae.
The answer is Wuchereria bancrofti. Filariasis is the disease caused by it, but the answer is Wuchereria bancrofti. The next question goes to participant P2. Which of these animals is not a pollinator? A. Spotted deer. B. White ruffed lemur. C. Bumblebee. D. Ornate day gecko. The time starts now.
I would like to go for option D, ornate day gecko.
Right? The answer is spotted deer, because deers don't pollinate exactly. But all right. It's a very weird thing. Certain lizards are known for pollinating flowers. Okay. The next question. What cell does not contain ribosomes? A. Neuron. B. Lymph. C. Erythrocyte. D. Heart cells.
I'd go with option C, erythrocyte.
Correct. The answer is erythrocytes. All right. Next, participant P4. The next question. Some cnidarians, like jellyfish, undergo an alternation of generation. What is this? What is the term for this phenomenon called? A. Metamorphosis. B. Metagenesis. C. Metaversion. D. Metatransformation. The time starts now.
Yeah, I'd go with B, metagenesis.
The answer is correct. It's metagenesis. Next, we come back to participant P1. Our next question. What is the primary function of the Jacobson's organ in snakes? A. Olfaction. B. Thermoregulation. C. Balance and spatial orientation. D. Chemoreception. The time starts now.
I will say olfaction. Well,
The correct answer is chemoreception. All right. Our next participant, P2, gets the next question. Which of the following animals has never featured on the Indian 10 rupee banknote? A. Elephant. B. Tiger. C. Horse. D. Cow.
I would go with option D, cow.
Yes, the answer is correct. The cow has never featured in the Indian 10 rupee banknote.
I guess it's my question.
Oops, sorry. I thought it was mine.
Okay, I guess the next question goes to P3, P2 for now.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Okay then.
1 minute. What am I supposed to do now? Like, should I give her the point or not? For the cow one?
Give her the point.
Yeah, for now. Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, please be attentive.
Okay. The next question for P2 right now. Why is the length of mRNA shorter than the length of a gene? A. mRNA does not have regulatory regions. B. Because of splicing. C. Both A and B. D. Neither A nor B. The time starts now.
I would like to go for both A and B.
Correct. The answer is both A and B. They are both contributing factors for why it's shorter than the length of a gene. The next question finally goes to P4. Which of the following cellular processes is mainly responsible for the recycling of worn out organelles? A. Exocytosis, B. Endocytosis, C. Autophagy, D. Phagocytosis. The time starts now.
A. Exocytosis.
The correct answer for this is C. Autophagy. The cell destroys itself to get out the bone organelles. All right then. This is our final round for the four of the participants. We come back to participant P1 for the next question. Slide, please. Asbestos causes which disease? A. Emphysema, B. Diarrhea, C. Paralysis, D. Dysentery. The time starts now.
I will say option A, emphysema.
You are correct. The answer is A. Emphysema. The next question goes to participant P2. The vertebrae of birds are A. Heterocoelous, B. Acoelous, C. Opisthocoelous, D. Amphicoelous. The time starts now.
I would like to go for option A, heterocoelous.
You're right. The answer is A. Heterocoelous. The next question is for participant P3. Post-translational modifications of protein may include A. Addition of methyl group, B. Removal of introns, C. Replication of the DNA sequence, D. Transcription of RNA. Time starts now.
Option A, addition of methyl group.
You're right. The answer is A. The addition of a methyl group. And finally, we come to the last question of this round to participant P4. Which of the following best describes a situation where one gene influences multiple seemingly unrelated phenotypic traits? A. Epistasis, B. Pleiotropy, C. Polygenic inheritance, D. Codominance.
B. Pleiotropy.
The answer is correct. It's pleiotropy. With this, we come to the end of round 1. Congratulations, all the participants. I hope you all are now comfortable with the flow of the quiz. This is how the order of the questions is going to go. So, all right. Now that we are done with round 1, let us move on to round 2. This is going to be fun. It's a rapid fire round. So, over here, I am going to ask each participant 5 questions, and here it's not going to be cycled because it's rapid fire. So when it is the time for participant 1 to answer a question, I'm going to ask them 5 questions consecutively. For each question, they are going to get 10 seconds to answer and 5 seconds. 5 seconds to answer. And if within those 5 seconds you are not able to say the correct answer, I just say the answer after that and you go on to the next question. This is your time to score as many points as you can. All right. I hope you all are comfortable with the rules of
Each
this
one will
round.
carry how much marks? Each question will carry
2 marks. So again, you have a chance to score 10 marks in this round.
Okay.
Cool. Awesome. All right. So let's get started with participant P1. Get ready.
Yeah.
All right. So my first question. Why are cells called cells?
Because they resemble the prison cells. The
Correct.
ape, basically.
Yes, correct. The next question. All locusts are grasshoppers, but not all grasshoppers are locusts. True or false?
True.
Correct. A deep sea fish with a fishing rod like appendage to lure in prey. What's it called?
Uh, deep sea fish, fishing rod. I'll say uh,
Time's up.
blubber fish something.
It's called an anglerfish.
Anglerfish, yeah.
The next question. The country with the most number of shark attacks.
Is it Australia?
It's the USA.
Oh,
Next question. Where do wolf spiders get their name from?
because of their resemblance to wolves, they have the gray this of wolf, something like that.
The correct answer is the way they catch and pounce on their prey. That resembles
Right,
how wolves behave.
right, right.
Anyways, you performed well for this round. Give it up for participant one. We now move on to participant P2 for the next 5 questions. Get ready. Also, I can, if you all need me to repeat a question, I will just repeat it once because we are going fast over here. All right? Okay, participant P2. Your first question. Name the process by which populations evolve to become a different species.
Evolution?
Time's up.
It's called speciation. Next question. Which animal killed the Indominus Rex in the movie Jurassic World?
No idea.
It's the
Pass.
Mosasaurus. Next question. In 1938, this prehistoric fish, which was thought to be extinct, was rediscovered in the coast of South Africa. Name it.
Some Yoda fish or something. I don't really remember.
Time's up.
It's the coelacanth. The next question. This large herbivore was almost extinct during the events of World War I. All individuals in the wild were killed by the soldiers for food. Which herbivore is this? Time starts now.
Cow?
Close enough. It's the Vicent European bison.
Nice.
The next question is, which African country were the cheetahs imported to India from?
Namibia?
Correct. The answer is Namibia. Give it up for participant P2. All right.
Would you have
Now,
accepted South Africa also as the answer because South Africa has also given us cheetahs.
yeah, but she did answer it correctly, so we're going to
Yeah,
take
I
it as
mean, both
Namibia.
the countries have given us cheetahs, so either or it could have been. So
Yeah,
both,
either
both
of
would
them
have
would
been
have been
correct.
correct. Yes, either of them would have been correct. The next question, the next set of questions goes to participant P3. Get ready. Okay. What is the study of fish called?
Study of fish, right?
Time's up.
I don't
It's
know.
called ichthyology. The next
No idea.
question, what kind of scales do sharks have?
What kind of scales do sharks have? Uh, is it bony scales?
Placoid scales. They are cartilaginous fish. The next question, which of these do not perform complete metamorphosis? Wasps, butterflies, dragonflies, beetle.
Can you repeat the first option?
Wasps, butterflies, dragonflies, beetle. Which of these do not perform complete metamorphosis?
Beetles.
The correct answer is dragonflies. The next question, how much time does it take for a cell cycle to complete?
24 hours.
Correct. The answer is 24 hours. Final question, cells which go into G0 phase and stay there forever. Name 2 such cells.
The heart cells, and one more is the brain cells, like the
Yeah,
neural.
yeah, the nerve cells is correct. The next would be muscle cells, which we could consider considering heart cells. So we would take that as well. All right then. Give it up for participant P3 as well for completing their round. Finally, we go to participant P4 for the next set of questions. First, the extinct bird dodo was native to the island of.
Tanzania.
The correct answer is Mauritius.
Okay.
Not
What are
Madagascar. They were not native to Madagascar.
no? The answer is Mauritius, not Madagascar.
Right.
The next, what are the three species of crocodile that are found in India, that are native to India? That is,
No clue. Sorry.
the correct answer is the mugger, the saltwater crocodile, and the gharial. Next, epigenetics is a phenomenon where the gene is regulated due to changes like, name any change.
Anything in surrounding, any activity that we do, even the smallest of activities. Like, yeah. I hope that's fine.
Time's up.
Correct answer is they are chemical changes like
Okay.
methylation,
Okay.
histone modification,
Yeah.
etc. The next question is, unlike other cuckoos, as in the cuckoo family, there's this one member of the cuckoo family which is not a brood parasite. Name it.
Pass.
It is the cuckoo. Next, the concept of this is your final question. The concept of the selfish gene is associated with which evolutionary biologist and zoologist?
No idea.
The correct answer is Richard Dawkins. Give it up for P4 as well. You all completed it pretty fast. I mean, it was rapid fire.
Anisha,
One
do you?
question, considering you people are zoologists, is epigenetics real or because I heard that epigenetics was discarded, it's not a scientific theory.
I mean, it is. There are pretty many case studies of epigenetics that are pretty much viable. Like that is an explanation for it.
It happens in humans also?
Yeah, in general, like you, it is
Right,
a genetic theory. It's
right.
yeah. Okay.
Do you all want me to say your final points
Yeah,
so
sure.
far? Okay, so from round one, the total of points P1 secured are 2.5, and from round two, it is 4 points. Round one, P1 scored 5 points, and P2 scored 2. Did I say P1 again?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll repeat. P2 from round one, your total is 5 points, and P2, your total from round two is 2 points. P3, your total from first round is 7.5, and from round two, it is 4 points. For P4, your total from round one is 5 points, and round two is 0. Okay? We can move ahead.
All right then. Now round three. This is going to be fun. So round three is the audio round. All right. So in this round, basically here we are not asking directed questions, as in each participant doesn't get a question of their own. Here it is all a game of who raises their hands first. I'll be asking 5 questions in total, so you have a chance to score 5 points in this round. And whoever grabs the opportunity to answer first and that too correctly gets the point. All right?
1 point.
Yes. There'll be 5 questions in total, each bear 1 mark each. So if you can grab all 5, awesome for you. But that's pretty much how this round is going to go. Is everybody clear? All right then. Our events volunteer, Sarah, is going to play the audio for each question. And there's going to be a follow up question after each audio. So you have to identify and answer that question. And once you answer them both correctly, you get 2 marks based on that. Sorry, 1 mark based on that. Is that cool?
Yes.
Awesome.
Before I
So,
play the audio, I just want to make sure if everyone can hear me properly. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, great.
be quick to raise your hands. The first one to raise your hand will get an opportunity to answer first. Okay, let's go.
Should I begin?
Yes. Participant P3 raised the hand first. Identify the animal it's
Is it
called
a bat?
and what type of food does it eat?
Is it a bat and it eats fruits?
So the correct answer is it's the coppersmith barbet. Coincidentally, it also eats fruits, but the since the identification is wrong, we will not be able to award you the 1 mark for this question. The next audio, can you play for us, Sarah, please? Who raised their hands first?
Just a second.
Okay.
Shubham did.
Okay. Participant P1.
P1, yeah.
All right. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
are these orcas? And I guess yes, they are.
So it's actually a humpback whale, and yes, they are filter feeders. So again, we can't give you the point
Yeah.
for this, but all right. The next question, Sarah, please play the audio.
P4 answers first.
It's is it a rattlesnake and it produces the sound from its tail?
The correct answer is it's a cicada,
Okay, fine.
Right.
uh, and yeah, it uses the timbrel for making this sound. All right then. The next audio, please.
Uh,
Brood
part
parasitism. I raised the
P3,
hand first.
yeah.
Brood,
Can you
paras-
repeat your answer, please?
brood parasitism.
And can you identify the animal?
Cuckoo.
Yeah, so it is the Indian coil, and it's brood parasitism. Awesome. We can give a point to PG. Next.
Without audio, she's raising hand.
Let
Again,
us
I
go
didn't
on.
lower it, so I clicked it again.
No worries. The final audio, please.
P1 answers.
Yeah, is this the sparrow and it is basically a pollinator?
It is the purple sunbird, and again, coincidentally, the other answer is correct. That's a pollinator, but we still can't award you points for that. So yeah. With this, we come to the end of round 3. All right then. Again, give it up for the participants for answering really fast. Some of the coincidences were funny, but we will go ahead to the next round finally. So this round is going to be the visual round. Again, it's the same concept of how it was the audio round. That is, we are going to have 5 questions, 1 mark each, up for grabs. And here, the visual round is basically the photos of zoologists. You have to identify who the zoologist is. All right?
Yeah.
We can make a slight bit of leniency if you can even tell us what field they work in or what you know about them if you're not able to get the name right. But and we can still give you half a mark for that. But we are going to stick to the whole way that if you identify it wrong, you do not get any marks, and it does not. Nobody else gets to answer either. Fair enough. Again, keep your um, brains ready for this. So let us go on to the first zoologist. Participant P1.
This is Sir David Attenborough.
Yes, it is David Attenborough.
His voice everywhere.
All right. Let's go on to the next zoologist. Again, participant P1.
Based upon the image, does she works with different bird species, especially the cranes, the saras, the larger birds, the water
Uh,
migratory birds? Birds.
You have to name her.
She said half point agar bata diya what she does.
Oh, like that.
yeah, you're
One.
close enough for that because she did help with saving the greater adjutant stock in Assam. This is
Right,
Dr. Purnima Devi Burman, so you do get half a point for that.
right, okay.
The next question on the slide, please. Participant P1.
This is Dr. Jane Goodell. She works with chimpanzees.
Yes, correct. You get a
One
mark for
of
that.
the Leakey's angel, I guess.
The next slide, please.
Uh, does she work with elephants?
She's an Indian
IFS?
molecular genetic ecologist. Close enough, but
Few
not
points,
that
right?
close. Now that's Dr. Uma
No particular point,
Ramakrishnan.
right?
Okay.
Mhm.
And finally, our last zoologist for this round. Oh, everyone raised their hands for this. Let's see who raised their hands first. P1.
Participant 1.
Go ahead.
This is Dr. Salim Ali. He was the ornithologist and he studied birds, I guess.
Yes, Birdman of India. With this, we come to the end of our first 4 rounds. Congratulations to all the participants right now. You all are performing really well. And right now, we are just going to get the scoreboard ready to see what your standing is right now. The events walls will be tallying that up, and we will announce it to you because that is going to affect how round 5 goes. That is the specialized round. So while the events walls are tallying up your marks, I'll just explain how round 5 is going to go. So in round 5, the order, first of all, the order of how the participants are going to get their questions is going to depend on the standing after your first 4 rounds. So it's not going to be P1 to 4 anymore. And second, could you show the next slide, please? In round 5, we have 6 decks ready with specialized topics, each having 10 questions. So right now, after the 4 rounds, you all basically competed for 30 points in total, which was 10 plus 10 plus 5 plus 5. Now in this final round, you will be competing for 30 points again. In this, how it's going to work, I'll let you know. So basically, the person who, so it's all going to depend on the standing of how much you have scored after the first 4 rounds. The person who has scored the highest gets to choose which topic or which deck is going to be answered by all 4 of the contestants, followed by participant, the next participant who has scored the second highest. They get to choose from the remaining 5 topics, then the third participant, and then the fourth participant from the remaining deck. So you get to choose that way. And so basically, we are going to be playing with 4 decks because of this, based on what you all choose. So actually, this means that you will be competing for 40 points in the end because there are 4 decks, 10 points each. This is a transferable round, which means that if I ask the first participant a question and they are not able to answer within the first 10 seconds, the question will get transferred to the next participant in the order. And if that person is not able to answer, it goes to the next person, to the next person. If all four are unable to answer, I will be telling the answer in the end and moving on to the next question, and nobody gets a point. But if you are passed a question and answer it correctly, not only do you get that additional point, but you get a chance to answer your directed question as well. So this is a chance for you to grab points as well if the person before you is unable to answer the question. Is that clear, everybody?
Yeah.
Great, awesome. Our scores are ready.
Yeah.
All
Uh,
right.
so the total for participant 1 from all the 4 rounds goes to 10 points. Participant 1, 10 points. Do you all want me to give the bifurcation of each round, or can I just say the total?
No, that's fine. That's fine.
That's fine? Okay,
In
great.
last round, only I scored 3.5. All others didn't.
P2, participant 2, your total score is 7 points. Participant 2, your total score is 7 points. Participant 3, your total score is 12.5. Participant 3, your total score is 12.5. And participant 4, your total is 5 points. I'll repeat: participant 1, 10 points, participant 2, 7 points, participant 3, 12.5 points, and participant 4, 5 points. So accordingly, the first person is P3, then P1, P2, and P4. The order will be P3, P1, P2, and P4. Works? Great.
All right then. So as the person who is right now leading the scoreboard, participant P3, which specialized topic would you like to choose first?
I'll take biochemistry.
All right, biochemistry. Participant participant P1, your second. What topic would you choose?
Evolution. Evolution.
Evolution. All right. Participant P2,
I would like to go for behavior.
behavior, and participant P4.
Genetics.
Awesome. Genetics. Okay. All right then. So let us first. So we will first finish off the biochem deck. Then we will move on to the evolution deck. Then we will move on to behavior, and then we'll finally finish genetics. This is a chance for all of you to compete for 40 points in total, so that your final score in the end is going to be calculated out of 70. Is everyone comfortable with this?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So we will first start with presenting the biochemistry deck. Everybody stay on your toes for this one. You have 10 seconds to answer each question, which if not answered will get transferred. All right?
Okay, so it starts with P1, right?
It
No,
starts with P3.
the
Okay.
order will be
Leading.
P3. I'll repeat the order once again. P3 goes first, then it is transferred to P1, then P2, and then lastly P4.
Right.
Please
Okay.
do not mess up the order.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Great.
Give me 1 second to present, okay? Just
Okay,
1 minute.
okay. Till then, you all want to drink water, freshen up. Pura. So this one is going to be where you all have to be on your toes since answers are going to be transferred. Okay, then we start with biochem. 10 questions, 1 mark each, 10 seconds for each person, transferable. We'll start the game. So the first question is for participant P3. What is the primary function of hemoglobin?
Hemoglobin transports oxygen and brings back carbon dioxide to the place of exchange of gases, that is the lungs.
All right, perfect. The answer is correct. 1 mark. Next. The next question goes to participant P1. Which vitamin is essential for the synthesis of collagen? Ten seconds.
Time's up.
Okay, the question goes to participant P2.
P1.
Sorry, P1 had the question, so it goes to participant
Oh, okay.
P2.
Sorry.
P2.
Yeah, vitamin C.
Participant P2, go ahead. You have 10
It should
seconds
be
right now.
with me, right? Because it passes from P3 to P1, then to P2, then to P4, right?
We had asked you the question, but your 10 seconds lapsed, so it goes to participant P2 now.
Okay.
Participant P2's 10 seconds.
Is it vitamin C?
Yes, the correct answer is vitamin C. 1 mark to P2. All right. The next question is for participant P2 now, because that's your direct question. Which process is responsible for the conversion of glucose to glycogen in our liver cells?
Is it glycogenesis?
Correct. The answer is glycogenesis. Another mark to P2. The next question goes to participant P4. What is the process through which glucose is synthesized from lactate?
Pass. Yeah.
Okay. Now it comes back to participant P3. 10 seconds now.
Is it the aerobic respiration?
The correct answer is gluconeogenesis.
It won't be passed on continuously.
If the answer is wrong, we will tell the correct answer. If they are not able to answer, it goes to the next person.
Okay.
The next question is for participant P3 himself, because it was their it's their direct question now. Acetaminophen is also commonly known as which drug?
Paracetamol?
Correct. The answer is paracetamol. The next question goes to participant P1. Name any one enzyme whose elevated levels are indicators of myocardial infarction. Any one enzyme.
Cardiac enzyme?
Can you repeat, please?
Cardiac enzymes?
You need to be more specific for that. It gets passed on to the next one because you were still vague about it. The next one is participant P2. Go ahead.
Maybe something like kinase. Not sure.
Okay, so the correct answer would be something like LDH, myoglobin, troponin, aspartate transaminase, any of these enzymes.
Right.
Now the next question is directed towards participant P2. What does RF stand for in reference to chromatography?
It is the retention factor.
Correct. The answer is retention factor. You get a mark. The next one is for participant P4. Where in the body does the urea cycle occur?
The kidneys.
The correct answer is the liver, because that's where
Okay.
urea is formed. All right then. The next question comes back to participant T3. Name the DNA base pairs according to Bobble base pairing.
It is AT and GC.
Correct. Next is participant T1. Which molecule is the primary electron acceptor in photosynthesis?
The magnesium molecule.
The correct answer is NADP+, which goes to NADPH. The next question goes to participant P2.
Anisha, 10 questions are done.
Okay. Do you all want to answer any more questions just for fun, or do we want to move on to the next
Yeah,
round?
we'll answer more.
Yeah, these will not account to your points by any way, but have fun. All right. Name any. Okay, this one is going to be just up for grabs then, because there is no point over here. So, name any one aromatic amino acid.
Phenylalanine.
Yes. Next. Which antibody can pass through the placenta?
Anti-G.
Correct. Immunoglobulin G. Correct. And the final one, hypersecretion of which enzyme is responsible for gigantism? Go ahead, participant.
Pineal gland. Pineal enzyme.
T2, go ahead.
Is it T4? Thyroid or thyroxine? I'm not sure.
Well, actually, it's bad on our part. It's not enzyme, it's hormone. The hypersecretion of which hormone. So it would
Thyroid
be
hormone.
the human growth hormone, or HGH, that's responsible for gigantism.
It is from pineal gland, right? Or pituitary gland.
Yeah, the pineal gland and the pituitary gland are not the same thing though.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right then. So with this, we are done with this one deck of biochemistry, which was chosen by participant P3. I hope you all understood how this game works. So now we can go on to the next deck, which was chosen by participant P1, and that was evolution. Another chance to score another 10 marks if it gets transferred to you, of course. But go ahead. Let's wait while the slides get presented.
The last three buffer questions, will they be evaluated?
No.
No, they'll not add.
So it is fun.
Yeah.
Great that you guys
Also,
are sitting and working on a Sunday as well. Like, I wouldn't do it myself.
yeah, right. Also, I would have to leave. I have some work, and I guess I'm the only non-biology student here because all others know biology components. Also, I don't know biology chemicals. I came here for the zoology and quiz part, but okay. So I will be leaving. Thank you for the quiz. The set was nice. I hope to learn more from this.
All right then. I guess the rest of the participants will be answering questions from a deck that the participant who left just chose. So in their memory, we'll start. Okay then.
Okay, so P1 has left the finals. So we are left with 3 participants right now.
Okay, so do you all still want to continue with evolution, or do you just want to play from the decks that you all have chosen, or do you want to have fun with the evolution part? 10 more marks to score out of 40, so it will be total out of 70 instead of 60. You all will go ahead with evolution?
Yeah, we can do that.
It's totally your call right now because the participant who chose the deck has left.
So you all want to go ahead, please send a thumbs up or some kind of. If not, please let us know. Okay, Adesh is fine. Subiksha is fine. Okay, great. All of you are okay with it.
Awesome.
We'll get a chance to score.
Okay. 3 participants, greater chance of it getting transferred to you. So works out that way. All right then. So let us start with the evolution deck. So our first question will be for participant P3 again. So let's start now. What does this graph signify?
It signifies the number of people in a certain age group and among three different organisms.
So, to be fair, this is more leaning towards population ecology than towards evolution, and this basically shows the type of R and K growth in populations. So, that's the correct answer for that. The next question, yeah, survivorship curve. The fossil Lucy belonged to which hominid species? This is for participant P2.
Is it some kind of a dinosaur? Not sure. Wait. Maybe according to evolution, probably something like I remember three names: Dramapathicus, and
Time
Australopithecus.
is up.
It's any one of three. I don't remember.
Okay, since you have named three, would you like to repeat any one of them which you think is the answer?
I'll go for Australopithecus.
You have made the right choice, it is Australopithecus. Okay? All right. The next one goes to participant P4, which were the first group of terrestrial organisms that appeared during the Paleozoic era. 10
Uh,
seconds start now.
no, pass.
It comes to participant P3. Your 10 seconds start now.
Time's up.
Participant P2.
Maybe
Time's up.
insects or something.
What did you say?
Insects, like some kind of.
Correct. The answer is insects. So you get a point here. Next question is for participant. This was directed for participant P4, right? This first one. So it goes to participant P3 now. Which Paleozoic period saw the emergence of the first jawed fishes, including placoderms and acanthodians?
I don't have an idea.
Would you like to pass on this
Yeah,
question?
pass.
Okay. P2.
I have no idea. Actually.
P4.
Nope.
The answer is the Pleistocene period. Okay. Let's move on to the next. Sorry, the Devonian. I'm so sorry. The Devonian. Sorry about that. Um, the next question. Which geological epoch is commonly associated with the Ice Age? Asking this to participant P2 now.
I have no idea.
Uh, Passing it on to participant P4.
Pleistocene.
Correct.
Okay.
The answer is Pleistocene. All right. The next question is for participant P4. The quagga was native to which continent before its extinction?
Africa.
Correct.
Okay.
Answer is Africa. Moving on to participant P3. The experiment that simulated conditions that were thought to be present on the early Earth. What's that experiment called?
It was called the Miller's experiment.
You're close enough. It's Miller-Urey experiment. I'll give you half a mark for that, actually. The next one is for participant P2. What was the significance of the variation in beak shape and size among Darwin's finches?
It was adaptive radiation.
All right. As in, what was the significant thing that caused it, if I would be more specific about it?
The requirement for food and the climatic conditions that occurred in a specific continent. It took place in some Malay archipelago. I don't really remember.
You're correct. It was in the Galapagos Islands, and the answer is that it was the different feeding habits that
Ah,
caused the variation in beak shape and size. So you get a mark for that. The diets and feeding habits. Next, it goes to participant P4. Simple. Define panspermia. What is panspermia?
Evolutionary theory that just evolutionary theory. I won't explain it.
What is the evolutionary theory? Would you like to elaborate? We still have
That
time.
life came from outer space in form of spores.
Correct.
Okay.
That's the answer. Yeah, this is the more scientific or more presentable way, but yes, life came from outer space. That's pretty much what panspermia is. Next, which term describes this is for participant P3? Which term describes the phenomenon where a small number of individuals establish a new population with a gene pool that is not reflective of the original population?
Is it adaptive radiation?
No, the correct answer is the founder effect. Adaptive radiation was related to Darwin's finches. Founder effect is here. Okay. And the moving on to the next question.
Evolution deck is done. 10
All right.
questions done.
Okay, cool, cool. Is there an extra question in the PPT right now which we want
There's
to
one
ask for
extra
them?
question.
Do you all want
There's
to
one
answer
extra.
it? No points for this, but fun. Learning is fun, even on a Sunday. Going ahead. What is the name of the above equation? Also, in this equation, what does P signify? Go ahead, participant P3.
Is the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium, wherein P signifies the recessive trait or the dominant trait. I'm not sure.
Yeah, the answer is yes, Hardy-Weinberg, and it signifies the dominant allele. Yes. So, all right, again, give it up for the participants for making it through another deck. Y'all, none of y'all chose this, but y'all still played it very sportingly. So, thank you so much for that. Even right now, if y'all want to take a call, if these points you do not want them to be added up for your final round, we could take a call because considering the three of you are only participating in the end. So, we'll figure that part out. We'll take a vote in the end. But let us move on to the deck which participant P2 chose, which is behavior. Right? Can everybody see the screen? Okay. We start with participant P3 now. So let's go. Our first question for behavior. Which bird, native to Australia, is known to collect blue colored objects to decorate the structures they make to woo females? You have 10 seconds.
Time's up.
Okay, then. So this will go to participant P2 now.
I don't know.
Participant P4.
Nope.
Satin moved over. Sorry, guys.
Sadly, since your time passed, we cannot give you the mark now. But yes, the answer is satin bowerbird. Uh, Please look it up. It's really cute the way they do it. They take little blue things and it's very cute. Later on, all right. Now the next question is for participant P2. Dancing frogs get their name from their peculiar courtship dance where they extensively wave and rotate their legs. What is this move called?
Time's up.
This moves on to participant P4,
Pass.
participant P3.
They are very endangered. That's all I know about them. I don't know the name of the move specifically.
Okay. So the answer is foot flagging, where they, yeah, it's a very interesting thing. All right, moving on. The next question is now for participant P4. What is the attribution of human behaviors to animals while studying them called? It has been popularly critiqued in the works of famous scientists like Jane Goodall and deemed unscientific.
Pass.
It goes on to participant P3.
Is it humanism?
Could you repeat your sentence?
Is it humanism?
Uh, the actual answer is anthropomorphism. So yeah, we can't award you a point for that, sadly. But yeah, it's basically where scientists reflect their own human behaviors on animals, and that's not something that it's a biased way of researching, which is why it is critiqued. So moving on to our next question. This is now going to be for participant P3. What kind of migration is exhibited when fish migrate from freshwater to the sea to spawn? You have 10 seconds. I hope none of you have your phones on you right now.
Time's up.
It moves on to the next question. The next participant, participant P2.
I guess it's anadromous something, anadromous migration.
The answer is catadromous migration. So it's the opposite. Yeah, we all always confuse it in our answers in exams as well. The next question goes to participant P2. This was directed at participant P2. What is the term given to a group of females associated with a single male during the mating season?
I've got no idea.
This goes to participant P4,
No idea as well.
participant P3.
No idea.
The answer is a harem. Usually elephant seals and all usually keep harems sorts. All right then. Next, this is directed towards participant P4. What is the state of sexual arousal and aggression in bull elephants during the rutting season called?
Pass.
This goes on to participant P3. A small hint that the answer is also has a vernacular, it's used in the vernacular languages as well. But yeah, it's derived vernacularly, but yeah, go ahead.
Time's up.
Participant P2.
idea.
All right, so the answer is must. When the uh, male elephants get super aggressive and usually unhandleable if in domestic terms. All right. The next question is directed at participant P. I've lost
Three.
track now. P?
Three.
3. All right, then. Comes back to participant P3. Two dogs from the native breed Chippiparai were trained by the Indian Army to sniff out COVID 19 in 2021. Which Indian state does the breed belong to?
Tamil Nadu.
Correct. The answer is Tamil Nadu. The next question goes to participant P2 now. What is the term given to the inherent ability of an animal to navigate to an original location, such as a breeding ground or home territory, even when displaced over great distances? They come back to the place. What is that phenomenon called?
Maybe something related to coming back to the nativity or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Close.
Time.
All right. We go to participant P4,
Yeah, no, pass.
participant P3.
Is it something like homeland? I don't know. I have read it, but then I don't remember.
I can give you half a mark for that because it's called the homing instinct. So you were close enough. So, all right then, half a mark to participant P3 for this. The next question is now going to go to participant P4. Which bird native to the Amazon has the loudest recorded call of any bird? The loudest.
Pass.
Participant P3,
No idea.
P2.
Is it the bell bird?
Could you repeat your answer?
Bell, related to being loudest. Bell,
Yeah.
bird.
Yes, the answer is the white bellbird. So you're right. Point to participant P2. Now, the final question goes to participant P3. Which animal, not a dog, is popularly used to sniff out landmines?
No idea.
Participant P2.
I guess rats do that. Some kind of rats. I don't know. I don't remember the type of rat, but rats usually do that.
I can give you half a mark for this because it's the African giant pouched rat. You were close enough. Half a point to participant P2. And with this, we are done with the behavior deck as well. Give it up for all the participants yet again for completing another deck. Sadly, no extra questions here.
Excuse me, I just have one doubt.
Yeah.
The last question it always ends with P3, and the next deck also starts with P3. So I guess like the other two, they're not getting a chance. So we just will
The
go
next
to.
deck doesn't start with me. It starts with the person who chose the deck. So
No, I didn't choose for this round.
The
Yeah.
previous ones, yeah, we did start with P3 because according to the transfer thing, it was going. All right, for the last deck, I guess we can start with participant P2 because in the end, when it was passing around, everybody got a chance to answer each question.
Okay.
So that way it works out. Now our final deck is the one that was chosen by participant P4, that is genetics. Again, this one has no extra questions, so we can't have fun here, but it's okay. All right, then genetics. Also, since the counting has gone a bit different, considering it's three participants now instead of four. I guess that's probably the reason why there is a repetition in the end with P3 coming in later. So right now, I guess we can start with participant P4 because P4 has always been last in the past two rounds, and then we will move on P4, P3, P2, and go ahead. Hope seems fair to everybody. All right then. So starting off with our first question for genetics, chosen by participant P4 himself. Let's start off. Question 1. Which genes are continuously expressed in all cells and are essential for survival of the cell?
SNPs.
The correct answer is housekeeping genes.
Okay.
SNPs are proteins, so they are not genes
Ah,
exactly.
yeah.
But yeah, these are the genes that code for very important things, and they are never switched off. They continuously work, especially during the developmental time of the organism. So they're pretty important. Moving on to the next question directed at participant P3. Let's go ahead. In blue white screening, what shows the indicative color change? What medium shows the indicative color change, to be more specific? Name
Is
it.
it the iodine blue whites? I don't know. I don't know.
Well, the answer is wrong. The correct answer is XGAL because the lac operon system is used. The LAC-Z gene is the one that is used for turning it blue.
I guess it's
The
my
next,
question again. She was,
it's
you were
P2,
repeating
it's
P4,
P4,
P2,
P3,
and
P4, P3, P2.
that's the
Because
old order. Fine. Okay.
the old order was P. We are just moving on in the same order. It's just P4 started first. So
Okay.
it comes back to
Ah,
P3 and so
Okay.
on.
Okay. Okay.
All right. The next
to
question is
P2.
directed. Now it's P4, P3, P2. It's moving on in the same
Yeah.
way. All right. Moving on to participant P2 for the next question. In the lac operon, what does LAC-Z code for?
Beta something. Beta galactosidase.
Correct. The answer is beta galactosidase. That's what turns XGAL blue from the previous question. Next, this is directed at participant P4 now. If an organism shows both male and female characteristics, what is it called?
Hermaphrodite.
Correct. The answer is hermaphrodite. There are various terms for the same thing, but hermaphrodite is also used. Our next question is directed at participant P3 now. What type of genetic condition do male calico cats have?
Do they have that eyes are a different color? Uh, I don't know. This gets
Genetic condition. So you'll have to talk from the chromosomal perspective.
Time's up.
one.
Goes on to the next participant, P2. Your chance.
Actually, calico cats they're different colored. I guess like blue, ginger, white. They're different colored. I don't remember the exact condition.
Okay, moving on to the next participant then.
They have Klinefelter syndrome.
Correct. The answer is
Yeah.
Klinefelter's. It's XXY genetic configuration in the end. They have an extra X, which basically causes this. Uh, Fun fact, it's because white is the basal color and only X carries the color genes, which is why female calico cats in general, all calico cats are considered to be female because they have two X, so two colors on top of white. But if a male has male is a calico, that's probably because he accidentally has two X chromosomes. All right, then moving on to the next question. This would now be for P2. Which anemia is caused in fetuses? due to a maternal immune reaction to the fetal blood type. What is that condition called? You have 10 seconds.
Time's up.
The next question, it passes on to participant P4.
Is it due to RH flood? I don't remember the name actually.
Yeah, you are close. You have to name the condition.
Yeah, no idea.
Moving on to participant P3.
It's something like immunocytoblastosis. Am I right? I don't know. I'm just uttering words.
Yeah, it is a scary name. It's erythrocytosis. Erythrocytosis. Erythroblastosis
Last.
fetalis. Yes. So, yeah,
Okay.
it's related to the RH factors not correlating, as in the female, the mother is RH negative, but the fetus is RH positive. The immunoglobulins pass through the placenta, reaction happens, erythroblastosis fetalis. I guess we can give you half a mark because you were close, but yeah, going ahead. Question 7 is now for participant P4. Genes that influence a given characteristic and are aligned with one another on a chromosome pair are known as.
Homologous? Yeah, this
That
is
is
pass
that
it.
describes them. That describes them. But what is the term called? You're closer.
Satellite genes?
Moving on. So the correct answer is alleles.
Yeah,
Satellite
sorry.
genes are placed differently, but yeah, alleles.
Yeah,
They are
sorry.
homologous, yes, it describes them, but I can give you half a mark again because since it's a fill in the blank and it describes the condition that they are homologous, but the term for that, whatever you were looking for, is allele. So we can give you half a mark for that participant P4. The next question is now for participant P3. What type of DNA sequences are recognized by restriction enzymes?
Repeated ones.
What type of DNA sequences are recognized by restriction enzymes?
The circular ones, the plasmid DNA. I think so.
Time's up.
Goes to the next one, the next participant, P2.
There are specific recognition sites that are present in the DNA that is and restriction enzymes.
Yeah, and what are those sites termed as? What are they called? Or what
Time's up.
kind of sequences? Describe what kind of
Like
sequences.
maybe the strands of
Time's
AGG.
up.
Moves on to participant P4.
Palindromic sequences.
Correct. The answer is palindromic sequences. Yeah, they read the same way in both directions. So, yeah, this question goes to participant P2 now, I believe. Yes, okay. Name the X-linked recessive genetic condition seen famously in the British royal family. Correct. The answer is hemophilia. That was fast. And the final question now goes to participant P4. Again, sorry, you get the definition question. Define nonsense mutation.
Pass it.
Goes to participant P3.
Nonsense mutation doesn't follow any particular pattern and it happens spontaneously. Like it doesn't follow a pattern, doesn't have proper pairing. I think that's the answer.
You have defined a mutation. I want you to say what is a nonsense mutation.
It is not. It is
Time's
not.
up.
It goes to the next participant, P2.
It's because the translation occurs earlier. Like usually it takes some time, but before the translation occurs, there are some things that happen in the end of the translation. That stuff they don't occur. Maybe that is what the reason. Something related to translation. Too.
Time's up.
Yeah, so the answer is, well, it is related to translation, but the thing that we were looking for is that in a nonsense mutation, the code that it was originally coding for Instead of that, it gets changed to a chain terminating codon. So the protein cannot be formed because the codon gets changed. So it's a nonsense mutation. So that was it. Our decks are over, and this final round is also over. I hope all of you had fun while our events volunteers will now tally up your scores. Again, now let's take a vote now. Do you all want to count the evolution marks and make it out of 70 or not and make it out of 60? Okay, all of you are raising hands. Okay, I'll ask who's okay. Who raised it first? P3 raised it first.
I'm okay with anything. Like, uh, you can count them, I believe. If everybody is okay with that.
All right. What about participant P2?
Yeah, I guess we can count them.
Count them.
Yeah.
P4.
Count them.
Perfect. Okay, we are counting them. Your scores will be out of 70. Now you all can just take a break and relax without, you don't have to be that anxious also, it's okay. But we will be counting your marks till then. Please stay in the meeting. You all can switch off your cameras, take a break and everything. We will call you back, tell you to switch on your cameras once the results are ready. Thank you so much.
We have the total score. Anisha, would you like to announce the winners?
Okay, then all the participants, I need you to switch on your cameras again, calling you all back for the results. All right then. So for the final scores, we I'll should I just announce the scores and then let you all decide that oh we have won, or what do you want to do? Okay then.
Start from third place now.
Okay.
Okay, me too.
So first of all, I want to congratulate all three of you for playing so sportingly and so well. Had
Yeah,
a
this
great
was
time.
really fun. I think one of my favorite online event. It was really fun. Especially the participants made it really wholesome. You all were sportingly competitive, which I really liked. So yeah.
All right then. So again, I'll say the generic line, but I mean it in my heart when I say that even though you'll have not won, participation is a victory, and you're all going back home winners. Yes, okay, because you all played really well. So first off, we start from the third prize. Actually, yeah, okay. So third prize, or the first runner-up actually, is our participant P4 with a score of 12. You played really well. Thank you so much for saying palindromic gene, because palindromic sequences, I was getting scared. People won't answer. Thank you so much. And interestingly, we have a tie over here with both participants P3 and P2 winning with 17 points.
Points each.
Yes. So you'll be sharing the first place actually on this. And yeah, I hope all of you all had fun. Congratulations to participants P2 and P3 for winning the first place, and P4 for playing so well. You all were very close points wise. So thank you so much for coming here on a Sunday and having fun. I really hope everybody in the audience had fun as well. All right then. Also, before we finish off the meeting, I would also like to again give a shout out to all the people in Xavier who also worked really hard for getting everything together. I would also like to call out the people, or shout out to the people who are currently not present in the meeting right now and have worked so hard for this. I would also like to give a huge shout out to Tanya Vyas as well, who was the creator's head, who also was really a huge part in making this awesome presentation that you all saw today. I like it was very pretty. It was very pretty. I hope all of you liked it. And also a big shout out to Gayatri Dalvi as well, our blog head, who also made a huge contribution in all the questions that were framed. We had so many extra questions. I hope you all had fun as well. And I hope all of you all had a great time with everything. All right. Again, a
Please
shout
keep
out.
an eye. Please keep an eye out on your emails. We'll be sending you your participation certificates through your emails. Okay.
And the prizes, of course. And yeah, and a big shout out to all the people present here as well. Again, our HOM, Head of Management, Nandini, who was presenting the PPT, our events head Simran, all our events boys who were tallying up your scores and who were playing the uh, audios and everything. A big thank you to everyone for having helped in making this an enjoyable event. And also to the PR team for live streaming this. Yes, all of you all are visible on YouTube right now. So awesome. All right, then. I hope all of you all had a great time. And yeah, thank you so much for attending.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you so much for organizing. It was very knowledgeable and fun to answer all these questions. And I actually went to all my wealth biology actually.
Exactly. I'm not even I was a biology student, but then now I chose engineering and I lost all my touch with biology. And I thought I'm never going to use it in my life. But then it was just fun to go back in time and, the pages came in my mind, like the page of the book and all that, but the answers were a little bit difficult to find. You did a great job in finding quality questions. I mean, you guys should put it for neat.
Yeah, questions of evolution were all from the biology book. They were on point actually. So probably would have recapped on biology evolution chapters, and I would have probably answered more
Guys, why
questions.
don't you put it for school kids? Because they'll be very much interested to answer these and they'll be more excited than us because we all are in college and it's like I'm not even having a touch with biology. I chose electronics. So it's like I'm poles apart. But still, it was very nice to answer questions. So school students will come rushing in to answer, I believe. And you can hold the finals in your college also. Like, that will be
Yeah,
very
we
nice.
did have our offline finals in the college with our college students. So they, as they, it was literally like 2 days ago, and this online one is for all the people who are not able to come to college because you are not Mumbai residents as well. So it was accessible to everyone, and I'm really glad all of you all had fun. I hope all of you subscribe to the YouTube channel as well of Xavier Zoology Association and follow the Instagram handle as well. One of the PR walls can put in the Instagram handle on the chat box so that you can keep getting updates. Thank you so much for everybody who attended. I hope this was a fun learning experience because in the end, that's all this event was aimed for. Thank you so much. Have a great Sunday. And yeah, thank you so much for coming on a Sunday for this quiz.
Thank you so much.
Have a great time, everyone.
Bye, guys.